Thank you very much for the microphone incident. Thank you. Let's try this again. Welcome everyone once again to the Rowdy Ranger live stream, and welcome to game number 1 of the American League Division Series between the Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles. The Rangers have advanced to the Division Series for the first time since the quit job of 2016. They got here thanks to sweeping away the Tampa Bay Rays in 2 games of a best-of-3 wildcard series earlier this week. It is the first time the Rangers have successfully advanced to the ALDS by winning a previous playoff. They had the opportunity to do that back in 2012, but were eliminated in the single game wild card playoff by the very Baltimore team that they are now facing at this moment. That game, of course, took place at the old Real Ballpark in Arlington. This is going to be the first time the Rangers have ever played a postseason game at the venerable Oriole Park at Camden Yards, and this very well might be the best thing for them when you consider the fact that the Rangers have actually been 1-11 all-time at home in the American League Division Series. There's just not been a no-place-like-home mentality for them in this round. So, to be perfectly honest, this is probably the best thing for this Rangers team. The fact that they are starting this series on the road. They could go out, just be free, be themselves, with a nothing-to-lose attitude. They're going up against a very tough, very good, and very impressive Baltimore Orioles club, a team that, despite having the 3rd lowest payroll in all of Major League Baseball, won 101 games and the Eastern Division for the top seed in the American League. The winner of this series, of course, will go on to face the winner of the other division series between the Houston Astros and the Minnesota Twins. And I imagine the Rangers fan base is going to be very split between wanting the Astros to advance so our boys can face them in the American League Championship Series, or might very well enjoy watching that team from down south be humiliated and not even make it that far. A couple of changes, just to let you guys know as we go into this particular series. The first is the fact that, as you can probably see on the screen, I am not going to try to post the game tracker on here because for whatever reason it just does not work for whatever reason, so I'm not going to bother you with that. The other thing is I am not going to be keeping score in this particular game. Just the fact that I've had so much else to do and prepare, I didn't have time to write down lineups or anything of that nature. I am just going to treat this once again like a fan in the stands, and just hopefully can go on the fly and remember everything that happened and just kind of have some fun with this. Of course, we are starting about a little more than an hour later than usual. There was a rain delay up there in Baltimore, but we are getting set to go here. Game 2 of this series is scheduled to take place tomorrow, starting at 3 p.m. Central Time. We shall be back here. I'll remind you that Game 3 will be this Tuesday, starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. We will not be streaming that game because I actually will be there at the Country Club Stadium in Randall Mill Park for that particular game, doing whatever I can to try and spark up a crowd that I do not expect to be anywhere close to as excited as this atmosphere here at Oriole Park is almost certainly going to be. A team that's probably always one of the best baseball crowds in all of the major leagues. As we are getting set to go here, the Orioles have taken the field. We are moments away from starting. We unfortunately did not, either I wasn't tuned in or something. We're very sorry that I was not able to watch the singing of the national anthem for this particular series, because I've been told it was sung by the legendary Joan Jett of Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers. Was it Horace? I keep forgetting what the name of the actual band is, but of course always liked rock and roll. Can actually tolerate her rendition of "Love Is All Around," Mary Tyler Moore theme song. But it looks like we got set to go as Kyle Bradish is taking the mound for the Orioles. He was 2-7, 12-7 actually, with a 2.83 earned run average. And again, a debatable, controversial slightly decision by Bruce Bochy, as he's going to be sending Andrew Haney to the mound for the Rangers. A lot of people were wondering who was going to be the starting pitcher for this game. A lot of people thought they should have gone with Dane Dunning. Gonna wait and see what he has done here. But at the moment, the issue is the Rangers getting ready to bat here in the top of the first inning, as Marcus Semien has stepped up to the plate. And we are set to go in the first pitch. Again, he swings at that first pitch. I could be mistaken here, but to the best of my recollection, Semien has now swung at the first pitch in all 3 postseason games of the Rangers this year. And that's the first time he only fouled it off. That's the first time he swung at the first pitch and got to go get another one after that even. 0-1 delivery coming here, and this time he takes it, and it's a strike up in the inside corner. And Semien is behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in for this. Glad you're here for the Rowdy Ranger live stream and the American League Division Series. As the 0-2 pitch, he gets him swinging on the breaking ball. It was a slider that broke out to the outside. And Semien is down on 3 pitches. Again, Game 2 scheduled to be tomorrow at 3:05 Central Time. Man, guy in the stands with an orange blazer. Sometimes when I wear my blue blazer for one of these games. Corey Seager swings to the first pitch and hits one that forces the left fielder to backtrack several steps, but he is able to haul it in. And these Rangers hitters are definitely trying to go after this starting pitcher very early. Bradish has only thrown 4 pitches, and he's got 2 outs already. So that is going to bring up, again, another player that's gotten a lot of criticism by the Twitter faithful among the Ranger fans. Robbie Grossman steps to the plate, batting from the left-hand side, and he takes another one. This umpire is definitely calling the high strike here. That is an 0-1 count. Bradish has gotten ahead of all 3 hitters with the first pitch so far to start this game. The 0-1 pitch breaks away and low, and again, Grossman is able to take it, and he evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Grossman hit .238 for the season, but Bruce Bochy apparently has a lot of trust in putting this guy on the all-important 3 hole, and he moves ahead in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike, so the next pitch is a breaking ball that breaks too far to the outside. 2-1. 2-1 pitch coming here. And he almost looked like he was going to swing at this, but he held back and takes one again. Everything is almost high and upstairs, and they're getting called for strikes. Wait and see how that's going to affect the rest of this game. That one is far too high to be called, and that's going to, I believe, even full up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Orioles definitely have a lot more motivation here with this series among other teams. Obviously, they're dedicating this season to the memory of legendary Orioles star Brooks Robinson, who passed away just a few days ago. Payoff pitch coming here to Robbie Grossman, and he chops it foul down the first base line, manages to stay alive on that pitch. Rangers definitely in a different atmosphere from what they saw back at the Tropicana Dome. Full-packed house here at Camden Yards. Still one of the best stadium ballparks in all of the majors. Another 3-2 pitch coming here, and there's a shopper past the diving first baseman and into the right field corner. This is going to be extra bases as Grossman chugs in to second base. A 2-out double for the guy that nobody wanted batting in the number 3 hole, and he shows them all up there with a full count swing 2-out double, and the Rangers have a runner in scoring position. Just absolute perfect positioning. The diving first baseman could not make a play on it, and it bounced into the corner. And Rowdy Grossman gets the Rangers exactly what they need. A runner on at second base as Adolis Garcia steps up to the plate and swings and misses badly at an 89-mile-per-hour slider. Garcia, of course, was 39 home runs. He had the big blast that started the scoring in the Rangers' Game 2 victory against Tampa back on Wednesday night. Swings at this one and manages to foul it back towards the screen. Garcia is in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. This crowd is getting on their feet and loud as Bradish is getting ahead of just about all of these hitters so far. Wait and see how tough he's going to be to hit for the entire game. 0-2 pitch coming here. That's another breaking ball. However, it was a sinker ball, and it broke too far to the outside, and Garcia was smart enough to lay off of that one. And Rowdy Grossman on at second base with after getting a 2-out double. 1-2 pitch coming here, and he got him swinging on the breaking ball. The inning is over. Rangers cannot get a 2-out double to score home. And Andrew Haney will take the mound in just a minute as we go to the bottom of the first inning here in Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles. This, of course, is a best of 5 series. First 2 games here in Baltimore. Then we'll have up to 2 games, possibly, at Randall Mill. If necessary, a 5th game will be back. We'll be back in Oriole Park. And then I may have some things to say about the 2-2-1 format in Major League Baseball. Probably later on, to some point in time, during these live streams. Again, we will have at least one more with tomorrow's Game 2 here at Camden Yards. Will not be streaming for Game 3 as I will be there in person at Randall Mill. So Haney is going to take them out. He came very close to coming in to try and finish off Game 2. He was actually warming up in the bullpen when Jose Leclerc managed to get the final out of that game and close out the series. So, another big decision here by Bruce Bochy to give him the Game 1 start over Dane Dunning. There was probably little doubt that he was never going to bring in Nathan Eovaldi or Jordan Montgomery on short rest. Of course, there was always the rumors of whether or not Max Scherzer was going to be activated for this division series. Bochy basically said, no, the only chance that's going to happen is if someone gets injured in this particular series. And, for all intents, that even though that might not be enough, the only best chance that they might get Scherzer to pitch in the postseason is if they advance to the American League Championship Series. And even then, I ain't crossing my fingers or putting any money on even that happening. They've got to go with what they have right now, and that includes Andrew Heaney, who was 10-6 with a 4.15 earned run average in the regular season. Better, in my opinion, still better than most fifth starters than most teams have at any given particular time. Goes after the first pitch, the leadoff batter does, and he hits it right to Marcus Semien at second base, who was able to make the easy throw to first. And for the Orioles, it's one pitch and one out in this opening game. Happy to welcome Xavier, welcome Tony, welcome everyone who's tuning in to this stream today. First pitch here is a strike in the inside corner. So Andrew Heaney is getting ahead of these batters as he faces Adley Rutschman, who batted .277 with 80 RBI in the regular season. Swings to the next pitch and fouls it down the third base line for strike two. And as you can see there that especially down that, and right close to the third base line, they have painted the number 5 on the field in foul territory just to the left of third base. That, of course, was the position that Brooks Robinson played for pretty much his whole career. Here's a pitch that's grounded to Seager at short. He fires a long one and is still able to easily get the runner at first base. And it is 2 up and 2 down for Andrew Heaney here in the bottom of the second inning. Of course, we ended up getting starting about a little over an hour late than was originally scheduled due to rain that was in the Maryland area earlier this day. As the first pitch to Santander is low and inside for ball 1. Anthony Santander, a .257 hitter with 95, who did drive in 95 runs in the regular season. These Orioles found ways to get it done all season. There's a breaking ball that catches the inside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Brandon Hyde, who might be my pick for American League Manager of the Year, even with the great job that Boshi has done. What the Orioles have done really just cannot be overlooked. Rangers are going to have all of their A games on in order to beat this team. There's no doubt about that. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now to Santander. The next pitch here is a chopper off the mound and up the middle and through for a base hit. That probably was going to go into center field one way or another, even if it didn't bounce off the mound to Heaney's right-hand side. And the Orioles, like the Rangers, get a 2-out base runner. At the very least, it's only a single for the Birds. So it's 1 on and 2 out as the first pitch here to Mountcastle is inside for ball 1. Ryan Mountcastle, a 68 RBI during the season, .270 hitter. Batting in the cleanup spot. That one catches the inside corner. Strike 1! Heaney was up and down this season, but seemed to always be effective when the Rangers really needed him throughout much of this season. Delivers a 1-1 pitch here, and it swung on and missed. He went after the slider there and could not catch up to it. So Heaney now has Mountcastle ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Set to deliver here, and he misses that time with the breaking ball. This was actually a changeup that dropped too far onto the inside for Mountcastle to really think about swinging at it. Mountcastle is 3 for 6 off of Andrew Heaney, and that might be the reason he's batting in the cleanup spot in this game. He's getting a 2-2 pitch here, and he fouls it back to the screen. Again, everyone knows we will be streaming again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time for Game 2 of this series. If necessary, we should stream for Games 4 and 5. 2-2 pitch here, and that's chopped foul down the first base line. Mountcastle stays alive with a 2-ball and 2-strike count. He's got a runner on at first base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Rangers and Orioles in Game 1 of the American League Division Series. Set here. And, just took a breaking ball that barely missed the outside corner for ball 3. Maybe it was a little low. It's a borderline pitch, but I'm not going to blame the umpire for calling that one. Anyway, payoff pitch coming right here, and he fouls it up again. That ball was way up, almost near the letters. That should have been impressive that Haney was able to get any part of the bat on that one. Mountcastle is he's batting .338 against left-handed pitchers. Again, probably another reason why he's in the 4th spot in this game. He swings and misses, swings this one and grounds it right to Josh Young at third base, and he fires across the diamond to get the 3rd out, and Haney works his way around a 2-out single and gets out of the inning. We're through 1 here at Oriole Park in Camden Yards, and we are scoreless. So, Xavier, you're asking here, have the Rangers been one of the top-tier teams for a long time? No. This is the first time they have been in the postseason since 2016. And all you need to know is they lost more than 100 games 2 years ago in 2021, were a 90-plus loss team last season. So this has been a huge turnaround season one way or the other, and it was a very up and down season for them. At one point in time in June, they did lead the division by 6 games, only to fall so far behind that they at one point in time in early September were 3 games out of first place, came back to take the first place lead, and would have been American League West champions had they won their last 2 games of the season. They did win the first of those last 2 games to clinch a spot in the playoffs, but unfortunately lost 1-0 to the Mariners in the final game of the season, which allowed the Astros to get the division title and the 2nd seed, despite the 2 teams finishing in a tie because the Astros had the tiebreaker from having won the season series against the Rangers, largely due to them having swept a 3-game set at Randall Mill earlier in early September. That really made all of the difference there. But it's worked out so far for the Rangers because they have, as we said, they won they won 2 straight in Tampa to take the wild card series, which, isn't really surprising because, like I said, throughout those games, the Rangers still have never lost a postseason game at the Tropicana Dome in St. Petersburg, Florida. And they managed to not even need the best of 3 to get through. They swept the best of 3 in 2 games to take that series. And now that here they are playing a postseason game playing a postseason game at the beauty that is Camden Yards for the first time in their history. I've still not seen any of the Spider-Verse movies. Perhaps I should get around to them at some point in time. To be perfectly honest, I'm not sure what streaming service they'd even be on if they are on any one at all. So here's Evan Carter now, the rookie for the Rangers who batted .306 in the regular season and then was 3 for 4 with numerous extra base hits. He was the breakout star in that wild card series for the Rangers, and that's why he's earned a spot now in the number 5 hole for the Rangers after batting 9th for much of the game, but almost his entire season so far after he was finally called up from the minor leagues late in this season. He's held the count here, 2 balls and no strikes, and he takes another absolutely great eye by this rookie. He's in the best hitter's count possible now, leading off the bottom of the 2nd inning against Bradish. Coming here, and that one just drops into the inside corner for strike 1. Bradish just grooved one in there to try and get a strike at all. And Carter, still disciplined enough to take that one. 3-1 delivery here. Misses upstairs, ball 4. Evan Carter, who was raking the ball all over the place during the wild card series against Tampa, shows plate discipline here in his first appearance in the ALDS and draws the leadoff walk. So that's going to bring up Jonah Heim now, who drove in 95 runs for the Rangers. Steps in with a runner on at first and 1 out, and he takes one that hits the outside corner for strike 1. Bradish ahead in the count, looking to deliver an 0-1 pitch here, and just misses with that breaking ball for ball 1. Carter, I think, is actually the first batter that Bradish fell behind in the count on, and he took advantage of it. Got a 1-1 pitch coming here to Heim. That was a huge curveball that probably was going to break way too high, but Heim could not check his swing enough and ended up fouling it off. So now he's behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes, excuse me. 1-2 delivery coming here from Bradish, and he swings and misses at a way high sinker ball. And Bradish gets Heim. That's 1 down. Thought that Xavier had another comment there, but it seems to have vanished. Oh well. So it's 1 on and 1 out in the 2nd inning. And now stepping to the plate is Nathaniel Lowe, who takes one way upstairs for ball 1. So Bradish falls behind in the count in 2 of the first 3 hitters he's faced here in the 2nd inning after getting ahead of everybody in the 1st. Care Bears Adventures in Carolina. I have to look that thing up as to whether or not that might be worthy of anything. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch coming here, and he fouls that one off. It is kind of funny that I'm here talking about, online reviewer stuff here, doing a live stream of a Rangers game. But for what it's worth, I really appreciate the fact that a number of you who know me from my internet reviews have decided to tune in to this game stream of mine. It's very much appreciated that you're willing to see this other side of my life. 1-1 pitch coming here, and I think that was called a strike. They're alternating back and forth on the regular camera of this broadcast, from showing the camera in center field to show the up plate, and then they're alternating between that and a camera that's clearly built into the catcher's mask, and that's a bit weird. Coming here, he strikes out Nathaniel Lowe. Back-to-back strikeouts after walking the leadoff batter. So no one has put the ball in play so far in this 2nd inning. It was a leadoff walk by Evan Carter, And now back-to-back strikeouts of Jonah Heim and Nathaniel Lowe. And it's going to be up to Josh Young, another rookie, who takes the first pitch for a strike, drove in 70 RBI on the season. Who knows how many more he would have had had he not missed 6 weeks with a broken finger late in the year. 0-1 set to come here. Checks his swing back, but it's a called strike. One rookie trying to see if he can drive in another with Evan Carter on at first base. That crowd is getting up on its feet again with an 0-2 count on Josh Young. Here we go with the mask cam again. Delivers and got him. Radish gets 3 straight strikeouts after the leadoff batter, and another base runner is spoiled for the Texas Rangers. And we will go to the bottom of the second. We are still scoreless from Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles here on the Rowdy Ranger live stream. All right, getting ready to start the bottom of the second inning. Just so you guys know, because of this stream, we will not, the debut of Rowdy Live on Saturday nights will be postponed for at least another week. Will we have it on next weekend? It's again going to depend on the status of the Rangers in the postseason. Which, I mean, obviously there's not going to be another Division Series game next Saturday. But if they advance to the American League Championship Series, then we very well likely will have another game on Saturday. I'll have to double check to see what the tentative American League Championship Series schedule is. So I'll just try to keep you all informed about that. First pitch is upstairs to Henderson. Gunnar Henderson, who ranked first in all rookies in home runs, RBI, and runs. He takes another one low. But again, you know what? Just for what it's worth, we have no idea if he would have been the leader in all those categories, again, if Josh Young hadn't gotten hurt. And sadly, that might be what's going to steal the Rookie of the Year award away and maybe give it to this guy here. It's 2 balls and 1 strike from Andrew Haney to Henderson. He gets set here to deliver. Just misses on a four-seamer for ball 3. I do hope the person in charge of the ball and strike counter for Fox here is going to be better than what we had with ESPN for the wild card series. As the 3-1 pitch is fouled away, and the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Gunnar Henderson, leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Baltimore Orioles. Batted .255 for the regular season. PR pitch coming here, and he swings, and it looks like that one is going to tail foul down the right field line. He does stay alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Another payoff pitch coming here from Haney. And he gets him swinging! High heater! Gunnar Henderson could not catch up to it. He could not lay off it. And Haney strikes out the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second inning. They're showing here on the score on the television screen just how many guys that the Orioles drafted between 2019 and 2022 who are now clearly on this team and making major contributions. And again, even just from an outside observer, that's just so impressive because that's the way you need it to be done. It's 1 ball and no strikes here now to Aaron Hicks, who batted .253 in the regular season. And the next pitch misses outside for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. Haney on 26 pitches so far. Kicks and delivers here, and he pops it sky high. It's not deep, and I think it's playable. It's actually going to tail just into foul territory as Nathaniel Lowe hauls it in for the second out. So it's again 2 up and 2 down for Andrew Haney. He got the first 2 batters in the first inning before giving up the leap before the 2-out base hit. It was just a single, and he was able to retire the next batter to get out of it. And now the first pitch coming in from Westberg grooves into the inside corner for strike 1. Jordan Westberg, a .260 hitter with 23 RBIs on the season. The 0-1 pitch here misses inside. It's a slider that tried to break into the inside, and Westberg was not biting at that one, and he could not get into the corner enough. So a 1-1 delivery coming here now, and a swing, a pop up into right center field, and it looks like it will be Adolis Garcia who manages to haul it in. Garcia and the center fielder were both coming on, and it looked like the center fielder was the one who was going to catch it, but Garcia was able to haul it in, and it is a 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Haney. We will go to the 3rd inning. We are still scoreless in Game 1 of the American League Division Series. I shall be right back. So Spider-Verse is on Disney Plus right now. Maybe I'll try to check it out. However, just so you guys know that when I'm not working on this or my videos or whatnot, I'm actually trying to catch up and rewatch all of Adventure Time, to be perfectly honest. I never watched that series all the way to completion, and I feel, especially with the new Fiona and Cake series having debuted, I need to really watch as much of it. Still need to watch Adventure Time all the way to completion. Then I'll probably get back. I know some of my other fans like Steve Kidd out there would really like me to get back into watching, what was the name again? Steven Universe. He really wants me to rewatch that. Apropos, that I've learned, of course, Steven Universe's creator, Rebecca Sugar, was a writer on Adventure Time. So, just one good thing leads to another there. I probably will. There's another show I actually want to watch, start watching as soon as possible, and maybe do some reaction videos to it, and that is the original Cutie Honey anime that I hope to rewatch sometime. Hello to Koopaling Mario Brothers who have tuned into this thing. As you are watching Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles, we are about to start the third inning. We are scoreless. And so far, both teams have only had one hit so far. Rangers have had 2 base runners, but nothing doing so far at this point. Again, one thing I'm going to be trying to keeping track of is the length of time these playoff games take. As Bradish is back on the mound for this third inning. He throws pitch way upstairs and high at Leody Taveras, who batted .266 with 67 runs driven in the regular season. He was 3 for 9 in the wild card series against Tampa. He's got a 1-0 count here, and he takes one that this one time was lower, but it breaks just too far outside for ball 2. Rangers have gotten here to the postseason in their first year under manager Bruce Bochy. 2-0 pitch coming, and it misses for ball 3. Bochy, of course, was the manager of the San Francisco Giants, won his first World Series with the Giants, of course, against the Rangers back in 2010. Some not so fond of memories about that World Series. Shows bunt on the 3-0 pitch, and this one but pulls back, and this one catches in there for strike 1. Steps back in quickly. Three-1 pitch coming here, and he golfs this one into center field, but it's just gotten called in by a charging center fielder of the Baltimore Orioles, and it is 1 up, 1 down in the top of the third inning. So Taveras is gone. That's going to bring us back to the top of the order for Marcus Semien. Struck out in the first inning. 1 out, nobody on, and that one almost clipped him. It's way high and inside. No chance that Semien was going to swing at that one. Like I said, he's been swinging at the first pitch a lot in this postseason so far. He's now ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. That one drops in there for strike 1. He's finished the season first in hits, and first in runs scored in the American League, was 4th in RBI. 1-1 delivery here. He backs off from this one that was just up near the hands, and it misses for ball 2. Seager on deck to follow. Possible MVP candidate in him. 2-1 delivery. That one drops in for strike 2. It is going to be very, very disappointing if we find out that both Corey Seager is a potential MVP candidate, Josh Young, a potential Rookie of the Year candidate. And it's going to be disappointing if games missed due to injury is going to take away the award from both of them. Is Marcus Semien, did he strike out on that one, or did he foul it off? The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes now, one way or the other. So 2 ball, 2 strike count coming here, and he hits this one to the Orioles shortstop, who fires to first, and Semien is retired. So it's 2 up and 2 down now for the Orioles. Okay, and the first breaking ball here, 2 misses for Corey Seager. 2 outs, nobody on. Swing on and missed on that one. A sinker ball at 95 miles per hour. It's 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs to Corey Seager. Robbie Grossman on deck if Seager can get on. That next pitch misses inside. Seager just missed out on the batting title with a .327 average. He was also second in the league in extra base hits. Again, what could have been had he not, the time he hadn't missed. He had at least 2 stints on the DL this season. And he hits one to the second baseman, who's able to field it and fire cleanly to first base. And the Rangers go 1 down, 1-2-3 in the 3rd inning. Y'all will excuse me. I have some ranting to do on Facebook. I'll get back to you very soon. Excuse me. So moving into the bottom of the 3rd inning. We are still scoreless here in the 3rd frame. And we get back here quickly. Again, I do wonder how the commercial breaks will affect the length of time now that we get into the playoffs. First pitch to Mullins. Misses for ball 1. Cedric Mullins here, a .233 hitter in the regular season. Swings and misses at a huge slider there, as Haney got him to chase and even the count. Apparently he spent time on the injured list and has only batted .190 since being reactivated. And he takes a breaking ball that just drops over the outside corner for strike 2. Orioles, all the team members, of course, now wearing a patch with Brooks Robinson's number 5 on the right shoulder of their jerseys. 1-2 pitch coming here to Mullins. Oh, that one just missed, and I don't know about that one. I don't like to argue with to battle with umpires here, but that's a pitch that The Rangers hitters were getting called against him early on in this game. And he throws this one that misses way in the dirt. And the count now goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Urias is on deck as this pitch is fouled back towards the screen. Hey, now at 36 pitches, and I really wish I didn't have to keep looking at that and just knowing that through one way or the other, these Stars are going to be gone after only 90 pitches. There's another foul back to the screen as Mullins stays alive on a full count. Haney is 5-0 with a 3.38 earned run average since the All-Star break, so he has been at his best late in the season here. And here's a golf shot that just is caught just outside on the infield grass by Corey Seager. They put what possible shift they could on with the new rules, with Seager playing just near the second baseman, and he was positioned perfectly to catch that very lazy pop fly that went right to him. And Haney again gets the leadoff batter in this third inning, and he gets ahead. No balls in 1 strike, as that time he gets a high strike count in his favor against Ramon Urias. I sincerely hope that I am pronouncing that name correctly. Here's a chopper to a charging Josh Young at third base. He fires to first and gets him! 2 up and 2 down. Great play there by the rookie Josh Young to field that ball on the run and make an easy flip, fire throw to across the diamond to first base. So it's 2 up and 2 down now here. Another high pitch gets called there. Strike 1 here against Hayes. Hayes was the leadoff batter. He swung at the first pitch and got put out. This one he hits a long shot. It's going to hook down the left field line, but it is going to hook foul. So Austin Hayes is now behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. And he's been firing it in so far in this game. He gets another chopper, grounder right to Josh Young, fires across the diamond and gets him. And Haney with another 1-2-3 inning. We will go to the 4th inning, still scoreless between the Rangers and the Orioles in Game 1 of the American League Division Series.
So it's the first, swinging first pitch strike to Robbie Grossman. Here's we're back now into the top of the 4th inning. Sorry, I'm probably getting into some rants with some guys on Facebook, and maybe I shouldn't be doing that. But Grossman is behind in the count. No balls and 1 strike now. Takes one that's on the corner for strike 2. Get that one? Misses that one for ball 1. Maybe I shouldn't be ranting on this, guys. I'm sorry about this. I just want to finish up this one rant calm before going back. One-two delivery coming in from Grossman, and that one just misses. Ball 2. 2-2 pitch coming here. They called the high strike again. And Robbie Grossman strikes out looking. Another pitch fouled, 0-1 to ALDS Garcia. Oh, 0-1 delivery, misses low for ball 1. Sorry to get back in here. Greetings, Martin Lemon. Glad to have anyone here yet. 2010 probably was the best year for me. Like, a lot of you remember that as the year that TV trash started, but, of course, that was the year the Rangers won their first pennant and played in the World Series for the first time ever. Such good times here as ALDS Garcia hits one that gets past the rushing third baseman and fouls into the left field corner, and it's another double, this time with 1 out, as ALDS Garcia makes it into second base on the 1-out double. The second extra base hit for the Rangers in this game. Grossman had the other when he doubled with 2 outs in the first inning. And now Garcia, with 1 out, is in scoring position, as that will bring up the rookie sensation, Evan Carter. And everyone is probably on pins and needles right here, seeing if the rookie can deliver once more. He swings at the first pitch one and gets it, hits it into the right field and up against the wall. And ALDS Garcia should score easily on this play. And sliding in at second is Evan Carter. The rookie does it one more time. It is a 1-0 lead on an RBI double from Evan Carter. And the Rangers strike first here in the American League Division Series. Wow! I'm going to freaking need water for this. I'll be right back as soon as I can.
Evan Carter continues to do more than impress, which I believe is his fourth extra base hit at least in this postseason. Jonah Heim swings and misses at the first pitch here. Carter, of course, wears the number 32 that Josh Hamilton wore with the Rangers. And you wonder if there's still some magic in that jersey. Here's a base hit by Jonah Heim that gets past the diving shortstop. They are going to wave Evan Carter home, and it is a 2-0 lead for the Rangers on an RBI hit from Jonah Heim. Evan Carter had the RBI double in this inning and now scores on the hit from Jonah Heim. 2 runs are in for the Rangers in this inning. You know, there's so much to watch here. I definitely wanted to catch Secret Agent, Secret Invasion, but just still have not been able to get around to it. First pitch strike to Nathaniel Lowe. Jonah Heim on at first base, having driven in the second run of this inning. A 2-0 lead for the Rangers over the Orioles here at Game 1 of the American League Division Series. 0-1 pitches way upstairs for ball 1. I mean, you just gotta love the sun and shadow that you can see in an outdoor ballpark here. Yes, I have made my opinions very clear how much I do not like the Rangers Indoor Country Club. And the atmosphere, even now down 2-0, the atmosphere has got to be so much better here at Camden Yards than what it ever will be at the Country Club. Low swinging and missed, and he's now down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still only 1 out here in the 4th inning. As Rangers with 2 runs in and a runner on at first base. 1-2 pitch coming here to Nathaniel Lowe. Here's a chopper that's going to get through for another base hit. This one goes into right field, and it's going to put runners on at first and second with 1 out. And the Rangers are suddenly finding ways to get hits off of Bradish. And they're threatening to score even more after having already driven in 2 in this inning. Rangers currently have outscored their opponents 13-1 in this postseason. For now, it looks like the Bats are chugging on all cylinders, and that's the 2 things. Look, the struggles this club has with its bullpen are well documented. But as long as the offense and the starting pitching do their jobs, this team is very capable of doing all damage possible in this Major League postseason. Even though the Orioles are a team that's won 101 games, there's already dual action going on in their bullpen. Just the fact that they are such a very young team means that you just don't know what you can expect from them in this thing. As Young swings and pops one fly into right field, this one is going to be hauled in for out number 2. The runners will stay put. And it's just because of that you don't know what you're getting out of the Astros. They've just as been up and down as the Rangers have been, as evidenced by the fact that they finished with the same record as the Rangers. This postseason, especially in the American League, is as wide open as it's ever been before. Two outs now in the 4th inning, and the first pitch coming here to Taveras, and it catches in there for strike 1. And even in the National League, I mean, the Braves, you would think, is the high and away favorites in that league. But just the fact that it's what happened to them last season when they got eliminated in the division series, you just don't know. Baseball right now is probably as good with its postseason as any other other major sport here on the Western world, and it's just something. It's can't miss action right now more than ever before. The faster pace of games will only make it that much better. Here's a base hit into left field. They're gonna charge in. No. The left fielder was playing way too shallow, and there's been a lot of criticism about Tony Beasley's coaching at third base. And I'm a guy who, more often than not, am always in favor of sending the runner. But that one, yeah, I'm not. I think they made the right choice, holding up the runner. And I think it was Jonah Heim again. That was the guy that was really criticized for Beasley not sending him in that one first game against the Rays. Swung on and missed on the first pitch as Marcus Semien. But the bases are loaded now with 2 outs as Semien steps to the plate. With 7 grand slams in his career. 0-1 pitch coming here. Takes that one. Holds back. And it's inside upstairs for ball 1. Well, I had 2 runners in this inning. And the Rangers are looking for more. One ball, one strike here, and there's a foul. This is going to go back towards the stands behind first base. Semien on. Corey Seager would follow if he can get on. And if he gets on, it will be at least 1 more run here for the Rangers. Semien has the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes against Bradish. Semien's laughing at something. Wonder if it's maybe something from this crowd or who knows what. Bradish now looks set to deliver a 1-2 pitch. Coming here and got him swinging. And that's one of those innings where best of times and worst of times is in you got 2 runs, but you never want to leave the bases loaded. You just hope that it's a sign of things to come and that there will be more base runners and more runs coming here. Just keep piling on. And hopefully this will not be the end of the scoring for the Rangers, who still lead 2-0 in this game. Okay. Okay. So we're going now here to the bottom of the 4th inning. Rangers leading 2-0. Andrew Haney working back to the mound with a lead. The first pitch there is a slider at 81 miles per hour that just catches the inside corner for strike 1. He's facing Rushman, who had a ground out in the first inning. Here's a sky-high fly ball to center field, and Taveras is able to easily haul it in. 1 up, 1 down here in the 4th inning for Haney. Rushman, they say, had a alumnus of Oregon State. Won the 2018 College World Series with the Oregon State Beavers. Of course, the unfortunate situation with Oregon State and its counterpart Washington State are being well documented. And again, it's those other programs like baseball and those type of schools that are suffering the worst from this entire college realignment stuff that I could just go on and on and on with, and I've done it with Brandon on a lot of these Ugly American podcasts as well. You probably well know. In the meantime, Haney has now moved to 3 balls at no strikes on Santander. It's 1 out here. He's only allowed 1 hit so far. 3-0 pitch coming here, and that one is in there for strike 1. The only hit he's allowed was Santander, a single in the first inning. He was stranded there on first base in that first frame. 3-1 delivery here. Same location, same result. Haney battles back, and he's now a full count. He's only got 1 strikeout so far. It's never been that much of a huge strikeout type of pitcher. He's got a payoff pitch coming here to Santander. Who's here? And it looks like he fouls that off. Another... Guys, the mass cam is just dumb. I'm sorry, but it's difficult to watch here. I know you're trying something from a different view, but do that on the replays, how about? Another payoff pitch here, and that misses low for ball 4. So a 1-out walk given up by Andrew Haney, who has a 2-0 lead. Trying to get out of this one unscathed after just being spotted. This 2-run benefit. As Ryan Mountcastle now steps into the plate, grounded out in the first inning, and swings and hits a base hit that's going to head into the left field corner. And it's badly played by Evan Carter, and that's more than likely is going to allow a run to score on an RBI double by Ryan Mountcastle. And Andrew Haney is not able to get the shutdown inning. It is 2-1 now for the Rangers. Only the 2nd run they've allowed in this postseason. Both runs have come since the 8th inning of Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. And that... Well, I guess, again, Evan Carter is human, as they badly misplayed that ball in left field. He didn't physically bobble it or anything, so there's definitely not going to be any type of error, but he misjudged where that ball was going to carry him off the wall, and that left absolutely no doubt that the runner from first was going to be able to score on this play. And that's going to get Dane Dunning automatically warming up and throwing in the bullpen. Haney has not been bad in this game. But again, you have to wonder if he's going to have any type of a short leash. He's at 53 pitches. Has Henderson here batting from the left-hand side. Skips one in the dirt for ball 1. Again, the Rangers Their bullpen struggles are well known, but at the very least, in this case, Boshi would be going to another starter if he indeed decides to pull Haney early. Misses there, outside for strike one. I mean ball two. Ugh. Bit flustered now. Orioles have the tying run now in scoring position. And Henderson is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. He delivers to you, and he hits a sky pop-up, and it looks like it's going to be caught as the batter slams his bat down as Corey Seager is able to haul it in the shallow left field. And a big out there to keep the runner at second base. So 2 outs now with the runner at second. The Baltimore Orioles, who had the highest batting average with runners in scoring position, the Rangers were 4th best, and it looks like that's going to be it for Andrew Haney, as here in the 4th inning, he is going to go to Dane Dunning. Even here in the early game 1, apparently Boshi is not taking any chances, and you have to wonder how that's going to affect his rotation later on. But he's going to go to Dane Dunning here with a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be back on later on. I am thankful to have you, Cena, who is apparently now, who apparently has just become a Patreon supporter of this channel. Glad you were able to do in. You're gonna get one of our next Patreon exclusive videos should be dropping this coming Monday. So if you're looking forward to that, definitely. Hopefully will be something that you will definitely be looking forward to. So we're here and still in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Orioles are threatening. They've already brought in 1 run in this bottom of the frame after the Rangers scored 2 in the top of this inning, and they have the tying run on at second base. And it's because of that now Bruce Boshi has chosen to see if Dane Dunning can get this 3rd out and pitch the Rangers the rest of the way as long as possible. Dane Dunning was 12-7 with a 3.70 earned run average in just under 173 innings pitched this season. Was a very reliable, consistent starter for much of the season. He's got Andrew Hicks stepping in, who was 0-for-1 with a pop foul out in the 2nd inning, and his first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Batting from the left-handed side now against the right-handed throwing Dane Dunning. And he swings on and pops this one foul, and it looks like it's going to reach the seats back behind home plate. Dunning now has Hicks with a 1-ball and 1-strike count. He's batted .275 with the Orioles after having been traded from the Yankees earlier this season. 1-1 pitch is bounced in the dirt for ball 2. Runner on again at second base. 2-1 score. Dunning now looking to make sure that runner does not head home. Two outs here. 2-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. High heater 91-mile-per-hour cutter. And Hicks could not lay off of that one. Evens the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dunning could be 1 pitch away here. Kicks and delivers, and he could not get Hicks to swing at that curveball. Full count again. Dunning set to deliver another mass cam shot here. Dunning set to deliver another payoff pitch. Misses ball 4. Apparently this camera is on the umpire's face mask and not the catcher's. Either way, it's just it's very difficult to watch. I just wish they'd leave that for, if you're going to use it, at least leave it for the replays to see. But now that puts the go-ahead run for the Orioles on at first base. 2 on, 2 out. The batter stepping up to the plate is Adam Frazier, who batted .240 with 60 RBIs and 13 home runs in the regular season. Conference coming here between Jonah Heim, Dane Dunning, and I think Josh Young as well. See where they're going to call him, what they're going to play him. Orioles are a team that they found ways to win all game, all year long, 101 of them. Rangers trying to finish this one without, of course, Max Scherzer, who's been on the injured list. Dunning misses upstairs for ball 1 against Frazier. One 0 pitch coming here, and that misses way inside. That almost from it looked like it was going to tail so far it was going to clip Frazier on the knees. Fortunately, he didn't have to really back off him that much, but he's ahead of the count. 2 balls and no strikes now. Dunning gets him to swing and miss at that sinker. 2-1. Rangers leading this game. Trying to get out of it and get the bats back in the order. Corey Seager will lead off the next inning. 2-1 delivery here. It swings, and I think he pops it up. It's going to stay in the infield, and it's going to be hauled in by Nathaniel Lowe. And Dane Dunning gets out of the jam. The Orioles strand 2 runners in this inning. They do score 1. It is a 2-1 lead for the Rangers over the Orioles as we head to the 5th inning here in Game 1 of the American League Division Series. I need to go just one moment, hopefully. Should be back. And we are back. So we get saying to move to the 5th inning with the Rangers leading this division series game 2-1. Thank you to everybody who has tuned in to this Rowdy Rangers live stream throughout the American League postseason. I will point out I am still wondering exactly what I might do if the Rangers find a way to advance to the championship series. If I'm not attending games, I still would like to stream in some form or fashion, but I don't know if I want to do it just from the loneliness here. If there's some place that I can go to meet with other people and maybe stream during that, I very much would like to try to do that. I'll keep all of you informed as to what is going to be the future there. Adam Frazier is now at second base, as Corey Seager will lead off in the 5th inning for the Rangers. The batters' boxes are now completely in shadow here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards as Seager gets the first pitch ball outside for ball 1. 1-0 delivery coming here from Bradish. And he swung on and missed it that one badly. Actually, he may have fouled it off, actually. He's 0 for 2 in this season, this game. Drove in 96 runs with 33 home runs in the regular season, batting .323, I believe. 1-1 delivery here, and that one he definitely cut on and missed. And Seager is behind in the count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two delivery coming here. That misses way upstairs for ball 1. Two pitch coming here. Misses outside. Full count now to Corey Seager. Definite MVP candidate. Of course, those ballots have already been turned in. The results won't be revealed until about a month or so after the completion of the World Series. Payoff pitch coming here, and he hits one, a chopper, to the third baseman, and he's not going to be able to make a play. An infield hit for Corey Seager, as it was just hit slowly enough and in the perfect position that the third baseman could not make any type of play whatsoever. By the time he fielded it, he was running so fast that by the time he stopped himself, he was already in foul territory, and he just knew he had no chance to make a throw on that one whatsoever. So it's a leadoff base hit for Corey Seager in the 5th inning, as the Rangers, who scored 2 runs in the previous inning, are now automatically looking for more. Robbie Grossman steps to the plate and takes one that catches the high corner for strike 1. Grossman did have the double in the 1st inning. He's 1 for 2 so far in this game. Set to receive a 0-1 pitch from Bradish. He's cut on and missed and fouled that one. Either way, he's behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. It is definitely a bit difficult to see sometimes if these guys missed a pitch or fouled it off. What with the batter's boxes now being in shadow and the infield still in sun here at Camden Yards. But again, that's the way baseball is supposed to be. Took strike 3 on that high corner again. At the very least, I think this umpire has been consistent with that. And sometimes that's all you can want is consistency. And the difference being so far is that the Rangers pitchers just haven't been aiming at that spot very often. And maybe they might want to try that. So it's 1 out with 1 on, as Adolis Garcia will step up to the plate. And this one, he takes the breaking ball that drops way too low for ball 1. Garcia doubled in the 4th inning and scored the first of the 2 runs the Rangers scored in that frame. Got a 1-0 delivery coming here. Swung on and fouled that one back. No, again, I think that was a swing on and a miss, if the umpire's call was correct. Yeah, again, it's a 1-1 count, one way or the other. Seager on at first base. One coming here. Whew, that was a good one to try and lay off of. And they do appeal to the first base umpire, who says that yes, indeed, Garcia was able to pull his swing back in time. And he's now ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch coming here, and cut on and missed that one. Bradish now evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Garcia was second in the league, AL, in RBI with 107. Second in the league with 108 runs scored. Second in the league with 39 home runs. Phenomenal story. He was a guy who took much longer than most do to make it to the major leagues. But he's making the most out of every opportunity so far. 2-2 pitch. About to come here. Bradish taking his time. Now kicks and delivers. And another smart move by Garcia to check his swing and lay off of that breaking ball that misses low. And it is a full count. Rangers trying to hopefully add on to a 2-1 lead here in the 5th inning. Payoff pitch coming here to Garcia. And he swings and misses. Bradish was just moving him up and down the plate. Garcia was able to lay off the breaking balls in the dirt. But then Bradish would go high and upstairs, and those he was able to get Adolis on. So it's now 1 on and 2 out, and it's going to be up to the amazing rookie who's not going to face Bradish. Bradish has now been pulled here in the 5th inning. So it looks like, what are we going to see now? We'll be right back after this second pitching change. Early pitching change is here in this Game 1 of the American League Division Series. Well, we're going to avoid political commercials now, especially because it's an odd-numbered year, Xavier. Next year is probably going to be a very different story, unfortunately. The one thing I dread about the Olympics, as much as I love watching the contests themselves, nowadays especially, they get inundated with political ads. And yeah, it's a pain to get through. Now, really not, and of course, I definitely, oh, good night. Next year's MLB postseason, October of 2024. Yeah, I am so not looking forward to that. And the only good news is that, at the very least, especially if I'm going to live stream those games as well, possibly, I will definitely have my TV on mute for those games. And at the very least, I won't have to listen to the political blundering and stuff. I wish these networks and the leagues would at least have the courage. I don't want them banned, but I wish they'd have the courage to stand up to these political parties and say, we're not running political ads on our games. You can't air political ads and be okay with them airing political ads and then have a stick-to-sports mindset. Meanwhile, back to this game. Kyle Bradish has been relieved after giving up 7 hits in just under 5 innings, and he's given way to Danny Columb. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But he's going to face the outstanding rookie Evan Carter here. And he just misses. Ball one. That's, I think, 5 straight pitches out of the strike zone that Evan Carter has taken here. Well, no. He took... We'll get right here. 1-0 pitch coming, and that misses outside. Evan Carter has seen 1 pitch in the strike zone in this game so far, and that one he knocked into right field for an RBI double to drive in the first run of this game. 2-0 count coming here. Lefty versus lefty matchup, and that one catches that high corner again. The Orioles pitchers, at the very least, are consistently getting those calls with the high strike. 2 balls and 1 strike here now to number 32, Evan Carter. Swings and fouls this one back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Coulomb? Is that how his name would be pronounced? I need to get those books. I need to get new books here starting up here. 2 balls, 2 strike pitch. Coming here to Evan Carter. He lays off a cutter that drops way too low for ball 3. Another full count. Jonah Heim is on deck. The inning right now in the hands of Evan Carter. Can he deliver once more? Misses upstairs. Ball 4. So again, Evan Carter avoiding getting retired on in this game. 1 for 1 with a walk, 2 walks, and an RBI double. And that's going to put runners on at first and second with 2 outs for the man, Jonah Heim. Big, tall catcher stepping in from the right-handed side of the plate. 258 hitter in the regular season. He takes one this one is way too high for the umpire to call a strike. 1 ball, no strikes here to Heim. 1 runners on at first and second. No delivery here. Hits this one to the shortstop. Is able to make the play at second base and get out of the inning. Rangers strand 2 runners. It's still 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. This just has the feeling that it's going to be one of those tight games that this is where it's going to be a nail biter. Like I said, the Rangers can beat anybody, especially if the bats and the starting pitching are on point. But there are going to be games here in the postseason, like it or not. Rangers Twitter can grumble all they want, but there are just going to be games where you're not going to score a lot of runs. And it's going to be situations like this where you have to wonder, can the bullpen pitch under pressure? And can they find a way to get it? And that's when I said, I wish where these are the situations where if only we could get starting pitching that can be expected to go the distance in a situation like this. But everyone's just too scared to do so. Right back with some more. So we're going now to what I believe is the bottom of the 5th inning, and this is one game, again, the crazy thing is this is one game that despite the low scoring has been going on slower than the 2 games we saw in Tampa. Obviously, one of the big contributors to that is the fact that both teams have already pulled their starting pitchers for the game already. Dane Dunning is a 1-ball and no strike count on Cedric Mullins. And he tries the same pitch again, and this time it catches the inside corner for strike 1. One pitch here. He continues to try to bust Mullins inside. That one misses, and it is 2 balls and 1 strike. Dunning, with his signature beard and glasses, delivers a 2-1 pitch, and that one is ripped but foul down the right field line. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Corey Bradford is now warming up, the left-hander, and it looks like for now, Bruce Bochy is just putting all hands on deck, even here for this first game. 2-2 pitch here is golfed into center field. Lefter and righties are coming on, and it is Evan Carter that is able to haul it in for out number 1. The one thing is that if Bochy's going to be very open to using as many pitchers as possible in this first game, he's really gambling on the belief that Montgomery and Evaldi will pitch deep in the next 2 games and give this bullpen some rest. As he has an 0-1 count now on Urias. And he fouls this one down the third base line, and he gets ahead 0-2. And then, of course, with the good news is that probably if the workloads of either, as we get here, is this a chopper to third base? Oh, Josh Young tried to barehand it, and he couldn't get a hold of it. And that is very likely going to be an infield hit for the Orioles, who now have a runner at first base with 1 out. Young, usually a very good fielding third baseman, but he just could not get a hold of that one. As I was saying, the fact that neither Haney or Dunning are probably going to have too much of a workload in this game, they might very well be available for a Game 4, as this first pitch misses upstairs to Hayes. And then, of course, you still have Martin Perez to possibly start a Game 4 or Game 5, if they are so needed. They do have at least some type of depth in that regard. 1-0 pitch coming here is swung on and missed badly. He went upstairs again, and that time Hayes could not lay off of it. Still a 2-1 ball game here. Rangers leading the Orioles here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out, 1 on. 1-1 pitch here is swung on, and this one is fielded by Young. Flips to second for 1. The relay throw. They got him! Double play! Josh Young makes up for the misplay on the previous batter and helps turn the double play. The Rangers get out of this inning, and they still lead it 2-1 as we head to the 6th inning. Woo! If what I'm hearing is true, some of the things I'm seeing on social media, I've got a feeling that the Texas Longhorns might have just lost to the Sooners. Wonder how much. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Jeff Kavanaugh. The ump cam sucks. So, yep, the Longhorns' unbeaten season is over. They lose to Oklahoma in the Red River game there at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. So now maybe you all can switch over to the Rangers. Switch over to this stream. We're watching the good sport. We're watching some good old-fashioned playoff baseball to be seen here. So now here should be going to the 6th inning. The Rangers leading the Orioles 2-1 here in Game 1 of the American League Division Series. They already get one out here. This is a foul, a chopper back to the catcher. Quick restart here. That's the one thing I'm seeing here, as Nate Lowe apparently grounds out to start the 6th inning. These commercial breaks, they're cutting back almost immediately to the action themselves. It looks like now this pitcher is done, and we're going to go to another commercial break. So they got one out here. And we'll be right back once more. Okay, just waiting for this. This is the one thing that unfortunately can bring down watching playoff baseball, is all the commercial breaks that get added on because of so many pitching changes. And I think that's what we're probably going to have to deal with for the rest of this game. Unfortunately, it may be lucky to get this finished before 5 p.m. My apologies, and thanks to anyone who chooses to stick around for this. We're here in the 5th inning. Orioles against the Rangers in Game 1 of the American League Division Series. Rangers leading 2-1 in this contest as another new pitcher now for the Orioles, their third thrower in this game. It is Jacob Webb, who is 1-1 on the season in 54 games, 53 innings pitched, a 3.69 earned run average. And he's going to be facing Josh Young with 1 out and nobody on, and throws one right down the middle that Josh Young was taking all the way for strike 1. The longer this game goes on, the more the pressure mounts. And it's only the first game of this series, as Young takes again, and this one just misses the outside corner for ball 1. Young frequently playing with those high socks, the blue with the red stripes. 1-1 delivery here, and he flies this one into center field. He's going back, looking at this. It is up, over, and gone! Josh Young with the home run! The Red Raider delivers here! You'll praise your name, boost you to fame, fight for the scarlet and the black! We will hit him, we will rock him, we will and kick your ass, and then the victory bells will ring out! That's for you, Josh Young. The Texas Tech alum gives the Rangers a 3-1 lead in this game with a shot to dead center field. The rookies delivering for the Rangers here. Evan Carter with the RBI double. And now Josh Young with the home run. So no 1-0 count now on John Tavares. Fouls this one back. It's 1 ball and 1 strike now. It's Leody Tavares. Why did I say John? I'm losing my mind here. Tavares has a 1 ball, 1 strike count here. Takes 1 low, ball 2. Two-one delivery coming. Takes it on that misses low again. 3 balls. 1 strike here now to Leody Tavares. Looking to get on as the Rangers already have 1 run in this game off of the Josh Young homer. Delivers here. Misses upstairs. That pitch has normally been called for the Orioles by this umpire throughout this game, but that one absolutely misses for ball 4, and the Rangers have a base runner on still with 1 out in this 6th inning. So far going to Webb has not worked. He's allowed a home run and now just walked a guy. It looks like, have the Rangers brought back the claw signal? It worked for them in 2010. I'm all for it. Rangers now with 29 hits in the postseason, and 15 of them have gone for extra bases. So it's 1 on and 1 out as Marcus Semien steps into the plate, looking to get his postseason going. He's 0 for 3 in this game so far. There's a throw to first base. The Rangers don't steal that many bases, to be perfectly honest. They haven't through much of this season. Chosen not to take advantage of the bigger bases beginning here in 2023. Takes the first pitch there is low for ball 1. Webb here trying to sell himself. Hall is now warming up for Baltimore. Misses again, low. 2 balls, no strikes to Marcus Semien. And right now, patience and plate selection is definitely in his favor, and something he maybe hopefully is really trying to work on in this game. Delivery here. Misses once more! Simeon is ahead in the count. 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0. After another walk to Tavares, he's now fallen behind another batter. Swings at the 3-0 pitch and hits this one into right center field. Is someone going to get hit this one? The center fielder is able to catch it on the warning track for out number 1. Simeon gave that one a ride, but he just wasn't hit hard enough. And it looks like that's going to be it for Webb. Can they? It's a 3-batter minimum rule, and he has faced 3. He has faced 3 batters, so they can change it. It looks like they're going to. Webb gave up the home run, walked a guy, and then got the fly out, and that's going to be it for him. So another pitching change here for the Orioles, who trail the Rangers 3-1 here in the 6th inning. So yeah, this is the one thing that could, was not expecting so many pitching changes here, this early at least. We're already in the 6th inning, and it looks like, especially the Orioles, are gonna run everyone out there as much as possible, and the only good thing is that might speak volumes and be a good thing for the Rangers if they can start getting to these guys early and completely frack up the Orioles' pitching plans for this entire series. It may be a very good thing. Keep in mind, the Rangers have now, I believe, outscored their opponents 14-2 in this series, in the postseason, for this entire postseason. So it's 1 on, 2 outs. A run is already in on the Josh Young homer. Game 2's expected to be Jordan Montgomery against Grayson Rodriguez. And so far, they might have the advantage with Montgomery in that matchup. But for now, it's the Rangers at the plate and trying to finish off this one game, as there's a swing and a miss by Corey Seager to fall behind. No balls and 1 strike. DL Hall is the new pitcher. He's 3-0 in 18 games with a 3.26 earned run average. Head in the count here. And now he evens the count as Seager is able to lay off a pitch that tailed way too far outside. One and 1. That one just missed. And Seager is now ahead. 2 balls and 1 strike. He had a single in the 5th inning. 3-1 now, as that pitch misses way low. Grossman would be on deck. Remember, yeah, their closer, Bautista, is out with Tommy John surgery. And he gets the swing and a miss there on a 3-1 pitch. You gotta give credit that they're challenging Seager at least, especially with Grossman. That was the one criticism people suggestion people had. Payoff pitch coming here to Seager, and he fouls it back. It is a lefty-lefty matchup, whatever that's worth. Ugh, is he dressed like one of the guys from Dumb and Dumber with that orange suit? Well, it doesn't matter here as the next payoff pitch misses outside for ball 4, and the Rangers now have runners on again at first and second with 2 outs. They have been putting runners on base in this game. Only 3 runs scored, but it has been enough. It's enough so far. We have the 3-run lead as Robbie Grossman will now step up. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Really says something that they chose to eat a pitcher in order to try to get the Seager matchup, and it doesn't work. And now you've got a lefty-righty matchup with Grossman as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. This is again why sometimes trying to play the chess matches with these pitching changes, you're just overthinking, and sometimes you just got to rely on something. Josh Sborz is in the bullpen now for the Rangers as Grossman takes one that just drops too low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Runners on at first and second. 3-1 lead here for the Rangers in the 6th inning. Misses way upstairs on that one. And these Orioles relievers in this inning actually the last couple of innings, have just had a lot of trouble finding the strike zone. Actually, maybe it is just this one inning. It's just gone on for so long. The home run seems to have really shaken them up. And did that hit him? It was at least way up and inside for a 2-ball, 2-strike count. The ball got away. Was it foul? Oh, no, I guess it was fouled. That must have been. So that's a 2-ball and 2-strike count. It fouled off. It was way upstairs, but it just got a piece of Grossman's bat. And that evens the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And they get him swinging. Well, they strand 2 more base runners. They only have to settle for the 1 run on the Josh Young homer. But it is still a 3-1 lead for the Rangers here as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Huh. Okay. Look, Tony, I have not seen any of the Saw movies. Those type of films are not in my interest at all. I'm not a fan of violence and gore. I mean, look, there's a reason I don't even watch American football for the most part. Definitely not the NFL. That's because that's a type of brutality I just don't find myself to be a fan of. So I'm definitely not a fan of stuff like those particular movies. And I have a lot of fans that and colleagues that I know they love those movies. That's your preference. It's just not for me, is the best I can say. So we're going out here to the bottom of the 6th inning. And I guess this game hasn't been as long as I thought it was. It's getting up to just about 2 hours now as we're here in the 6th inning. It just seems that way because we've had so many pitching changes already. So we go here to the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch here to the Orioles leadoff batter is in there for strike one against Rutschman. Adley Rutschman is 0 for 2 in this game. Dunning still out there for the Rangers. Tries the curveball, and Rutschman was not biting at that one. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. For what's worth, this Rangers pitching staff has got the job done. They've allowed only a .207 opposing average. As he gets Rutschman to foul this one off. And he's ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and two, Mike Maddox on the phone for the Rangers here. And he gets a called strike 3 and tells Rutschman to take a seat back in the dugout to strike him out to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Right there on that high out inside corner that again, the Orioles pitchers have been getting that call all game, and at the very least, you like to see that they're getting that call for the Rangers, and they get it once again there. The first pitch is a curveball that drops into that high inside corner, and it's strike 1 to Santander. Santander swings at this one, and this one does not look good. It is out of here. Santander has now scored the 2 runs for the Orioles in this game. They have not gotten him out in this contest. And he answers the Josh Young home run with a 1-out blast of his own. And it is a 3-2 lead for the Rangers. Starting to get the feeling that Santander is going to be a pain in the ass, as there is that home run bong that the Orioles have. Gets a called strike there on the inside corner to Mountcastle. Dunning is firing strikes, but one of those got hit really, really hard. He's ahead 0-2 now on Mountcastle, as he continues to challenge them. 29 pitches, I believe, now for Dane Dunning, who came in here in relief of Andrew Haney. 0-2 pitch coming here, and that's a swing and a golfer on a way pitch low down, but it's going to be caught by Taveras in center field for out number 2. The one thing you have to say about this Orioles team is that they're not going to die. You just cannot expect that we're just going to blow out everybody in this game, in this postseason. Yeah, we defeated the Rays with pretty much ease, but these teams, all of these are good teams, and you just got to match them blow for blow. Sometimes you got to play under the pressure, as apparently this is going to be it for Dane Dunning, as Bruce Bochy is limping out there, and he calls for the left-hander. Looks like it's going to be Will Smith As we're here in the 6th inning, and this one, we could be in for a long one now, people. Again, it looks like Bruce Bochy is going to throw as many guys out there to try and finish this game. And then just deal with Game 2. Again, it's just going to have to hope for that in Game 2, Jordan Montgomery is going to have as good of a performance as he did in that first game against Tampa. And one way or another, you should need to hope that he has that either way. But it just puts an extra amount of pressure on him and on Nathan Eovaldi for Game 3. What the fuck? What the hell? My apologies for that. So we got another pitching change here. As it looks like Will Smith is going to be called on to try and at least finish this inning. Waiting out these commercials. So reminder again that because of this stream, we will not be Rowdy live tonight, as we are awaiting the debut of moving our regular live stream show to Saturday nights, starting at 8 p.m. Central Time, and we will keep you informed as to when those streams will start. It's all tentative on how long the Rangers continue to play in this postseason. So it's going to be Will Smith, who, definite struggle season for him. A 7.45 ERA with a 1-4 record. And he's being called on here to try and get, well, at least this one out. He's going to have to face at least 2 more batters, as we all know. He's facing Gunnar Henderson, who hasn't hit the ball out of the infield so far in this contest. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. And the slider there drops into the inside corner for strike 1. Every Ranger fan starts having palpitations once we go to these, go deep into the bullpen here. 0-1 is swung on and missed. Will Smith is ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Can you get the one more here? 0-2 delivery. And Henderson was not going after that breaker. Way low. Got him to swing and miss at 1 pitch near in the dirt. Couldn't fool him a second time. So what's up next here for Will Smith? 1-2 delivery. Another pitch in the dirt. And again, Henderson not biting at it. That pitch was caused the dust up there at the plate and had to be smothered by Jonah Heim. Smith's not going to get anyone to swing and miss at something like that. Hicks is on deck if Henderson gets on base. 2-2 delivery coming here from Smith. Did he swing and miss at that one? Yes, he did! And he gets the tag out here. The pitch was dropped by Jonah Heim, but he's able to recover easily and tag him out. Henderson on the leg, and Will Smith gets out of the inning. It is still a lead for the Rangers at 3-2 as we head to the 7th inning here in Game 1 of the American League Division Series. point out that Game 1 between the Twins and the Astros is slated to start in about 20 minutes. And it's highly doubt that this game's going to end before then. And it's really going to be wonder what Fox and Fox Sports 1 is going to do. As far as any Smurfs Christmas special, just wait and see. That's all I'm going to say for right now. So, about to head into the 7th inning. The Astros and Twins will be coming up after this game. You have to wonder what they're going to handle with the broadcast, since they're definitely not going to start. Since this game is definitely not going to finish before their scheduled start time of 3:45 p.m. Central. Of course, 3 p.m. Central Time will be the start for tomorrow's game. We'll be live streaming that one as well. Will not be streaming Game 3, as I will be present for that one at the Country Club Stadium at Randall Mill. As much as I dislike that place, I'm still going to go there to support this team. Just because Bob and Ray don't want people like me at these games, raising a ruckus and trying to have fun and get the crowds involved. Screw you to those guys. We're going there anyway. So Adolis Garcia leads off the 7th inning for the Rangers and swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Hall still out there for the Orioles. Garcia doubled and scored in the 4th. He's 1 for 3. Hoping he's got his swing back in motion here. Goes after another pitch again and fouls it back once more. Tied in the count, 0-2 against Hall. With the Rangers still leading the Orioles, 3-2. We've made it to the 7th inning. Trying to add more on here. Lays off that pitch that breaks too far to the outside for ball 1. Garcia will be followed by Evan Carter, who will have to bat with nobody on and 1 out as Garcia swings and misses a high fastball inside. So they get Garcia there. They have still not gotten Evan Carter in this game, and people have rarely gotten him out in this entire postseason. First pitch to Carter is in there high and inside for strike 1. Got the corner there, as again, the umpire has been consistent at the very least. I'll grant them that much. 0-1 delivery coming here from Carter, and that one misses for ball 1. Main thing is that Carter has not seen very many pitches in the strike zone. And one of the few that he's gotten in this game, he ripped for a double to drive in a run. 1-1 coming here, swings and misses. He has not done that very much in this postseason. Gone after a pitch and missed it completely. What is with those giant orange chains that these people are wearing? Ugh. So it's 1 ball and it's 2 strikes now to Evan Carter. Lefty-lefty matchup. Takes one way upstairs for ball 2. It's just such amazing that the guy who's probably been the most difficult to get out in this entire postseason is a guy who was in the minor leagues as recently as August 2-2 delivery here, and here's a chopper that's to the first baseman. Fires to the pitcher at first base, and they just get him. Carter tried to leg that one out, but the pitcher was able to cover first and receive the throw from the first baseman just in time. And a rare out for Evan Carter in this postseason. Again, I guess all you can say is, I guess he is human. So that's going to put 2 outs with nobody on base as Jonah Heim will step in. He's 1 for 3 in this game and swings and misses badly at a breaking ball. Rangers have not gotten that illustrious shutout inning so far. Shutdown inning in this game. And there's a shot into left field. It's going to stay in there down the left field line, and a diving catch by the left fielder is able to haul it in. And the Rangers go down 1-2-3 in the 7th inning. With some guy wearing a pool floaty in the crowd. To each his own. So like I said, that's the one thing. The Rangers not gotten that illustrious shutdown inning in this game so far. Both innings that they scored in, they gave up 1 in the next time they came up to pitch in the next inning. The main difference is there's been 1 inning where they scored 2. And that's made the difference so far in this game. And the RBI double from Evan Carter. Another base hit, RBI hit, I believe, from Jonah Heim. And then came the home run from Josh Young. That's what how driving in runs so far for the Rangers as we're at the stretch here of the 7th inning with them leading 3-2 over the Orioles. Trying to take game 1 here of the American League Division Series. The winner of this series would face the winner between Minnesota and Houston, who are scheduled to start up in just less than 10 minutes. You have to wonder how many Astros fans living in North Texas are going to be bitching about this game still be going on, and if there's any way they can be able to locate the game elsewhere. So this is where it's going to get really, really tense. The Rangers are trying to look for their much maligned bullpen to try and get them 9 more outs in order to take game 1 of this series. Steal home field advantage away from the Baltimore Orioles. I think here. They would move to, I believe, 9-2 all-time, 9-2 on the road in the division series, at least since 2010. It would be, I believe, the 4th time they won game 1 in a division series matchup. All of them would have been on the road. And now Josh Sborz comes in here. Himself a .550 earned run average, 6-7 record in just over 52 innings pitched, 44 games. He's been better as of late. It seems like if he's healthy, he's got it on. And it looks like he might be healthy now. Going to be a righty-lefty matchup to lead off this 7th inning, as that one is bounced in the dirt and goes all the way back to the screen for ball 1. It's against Aaron Hicks, who's already drawn 1 walk in this game. That was back in the 4th inning. 1-0 pitch here, and that misses way upstairs for ball 1. This is where the blood pressure might start rising. I actually should have taken my medication earlier today. I've been very bad at forgetting about that recently. Get out of this inning, and I'll take a break to go take it. 3-0, the count. Misses that one way low. .3-0 pitch coming here. And that one he went outside and it missed. 4-pitch walk to lead off the 7th inning for Spores. I know people are going to criticize going to him, but again, who are you going to go to at this point in time? The barn door's been opened once you go to that, once you pull the starter. And they use 2 starters in this game, and they're both gone now. This is who you got to go for here. And Josh Spores has still not thrown a strike as he falls behind 1-0 to Frazier. Frazier pinch hit and popped out in the 4th inning. Spores still cannot find the plate. He misses outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. You know these guys are trying, but... It's 2 balls and no strikes. Frazier has thrown 6 pitches already. None of them have found the strike zone. A 1-run game here in the 7th inning. He can get out of this. He has to. It's another 3-0 count. He's throwing it all over the place. This is so many levels of not good. And he's got to face at least 3 batters. Finally catches the inside corner for strike 1. At this rate, though, the next batter he faces might be his last. I'm just wondering how much more damage he can possibly do. 3-1 delivery coming here. Swung on and missed! Through the 98 heater down the middle, and Frazier could not catch up to it. Dared to challenge him, and at least won that battle for now. He's got 1 pitch more to go. Payoff pitch. Coming here. Swung on. It's a fly ball into right field. It looks like it's going to be caught. Garcia has a beat on it. He hauls it in. 1 out. Spores gets that job done. Needs to get at least 2 outs. Has to face at least 1 more batter. Could he get in a double play? Rangers have turned at least 1, maybe a couple to the best of my recollection. He's got Mullins here with another righty-lefty matchup. And the curveball drops in there. Now he's locating it. He's ahead 0-1 to Mullins. 4 straight pitches for strikes he's now thrown. On 1 delivery here. That one missed outside. Heim faked like he was going to throw to first base, and Hicks went all the way back. Bradford and Bush are warming up for the Rangers in the bullpen. 1-1 delivery here. Swung on and fouled it back. Off the plate. Goes back into fair territory, but it was already called foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mullins. Rangers leading this 3-2 in the 7th inning. Coming here, swung on and missed again. That pitch was way low and inside, and Mullins looked terrible going after that one. And it's now 2 down with 1 out on. As Spores battles back after walking the leadoff batter on 4 pitches, he's 1 out away. Just an absolute terrible swing there by Mullins. And O'Hearn is now going to step up to the plate. It looks like he's another pinch hitter. And Mike Maddox is now coming in to the mound. Spores is eligible to come out now. I think they may very well try to. I wonder if you're going to try and keep him in. Lefty-lefty matchup. Or is it a righty-lefty? Oh, God. I'm off my game here. Yes, Spores is a righty. It's going to be a left-handed righty-lefty matchup. As Ryan O'Hearn will step up to the plate. He was a .289 hitter in the regular season. Coming on here to pinch hit. Misses low for ball 1. The thing is here is, nowadays in the postseason, you don't have many people that you can pinch hit with. Because, again, how many damn pitchers they stockpile. It's still a 26-man roster. 1-0 pitch coming here. Drops in there on the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan O'Hearn. Been a .289 hitter since they acquired him from Kansas City. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Coming in delivery. Swung on and missed. Another breaking ball that tailed inside and down, and they could not lay off it. Spores now could really be 1 pitch away from getting out of this thing, clinging to a 1-run lead. Throw that pitch way inside. They were screening that pitch to throw a high strike that he might chase and miss on, but that ball got away from him and went way too far upstairs for Hearn to even think about going after it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spores delivers, chops it foul. Count stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Runner on at first base, 2 outs. 3-2 lead for the Rangers in the bottom of the 7th inning in this game 1 of the American League Division Series. Two-two pitch coming here. Caught strike 3 right down the pipe, and he watched it go by, and he's out of the inning. Josh Spores walks the leadoff batter on 4 pitches, goes to a 3-0 count on the next batter, and battles all the way back to get out of the inning. It is still a 3-2 lead for the Rangers as we head to the 8th inning. I need to go take my blood pressure medicine. So the Rangers are now 6 outs away from drawing first blood in this American League Championship Series. They are clinging to a 3-2 lead as we head to the 8th inning. And definitely, if there's anything that's freaking out Rangers fans right now, it is a 1-run game. They have lost at least their last 2 1-run contests. The most recent one was the 1-0 defeat to Seattle in the final game of the regular season. As frustrating as that may have been, the one that really probably still sticks in the craw of the faithful was the first game of that 4-game set, in which they took a 1-run lead into the 9th inning against Seattle and lost it as ALDS Chapman loaded the bases and basically put them in a no-win situation. Hernandez did his best to try and get out of it with two straight outs, but then gave up the base hit to walk it off in there. Nate Lowe now has a 1-ball-and-1-strike count as he leads off the 8th inning. He's 1 for 3 with a single in the 4th inning. Check to swing late off that one, but it drops into the outside corner for strike 2. Takes another one that misses upstairs and inside for ball 2. Evens the count up. Two-strike pitch coming here, and he swung on and missed at the high heater. Lefty-lefty matchup works there in favor for the Orioles, and there is 1 down here in the 8th inning. But now Josh Young will step to the plate. He had the home run in his last at-bat that right now is pretty much the difference in this game. And it looks like that's going to be it for this Orioles pitcher. As they're bringing in number 68 here. 3-2 lead here in the 8th inning. We'll wait out this pitching change break. So apparently, according to Evan Grant, some jackass tried to run onto the field wearing nothing but a Speedo. It said he was taken to Suplex City. So obviously Evan Grant, a fan of Brock Lesnar. But yeah, good on the network to not show that. Rangers' mission right here is to try and get some type of insurance runs. And go into these final innings with some type of cushioning. Don't get me wrong. It would be absolutely nice for this bullpen to actually lock down and show what it can be capable of and prove that we can win tight, close games, because you have to win these type of games in the postseason. Like, I understand if anyone's got to take off, especially because of the fact that this game, we started an hour late because of the rain delay, and now it's being dragged on because of all the pitching changes. Look, I understand if you can't stick around for the whole thing. All I can tell you is that I appreciate everyone who's tuned in so far in this contest. You know, so far the young players for the Rangers are outperforming the young kids for the Orioles in this game. We still have some gut-wrenching baseball to play in this contest. It's going to be Tyler Wells now. 118 innings pitched, a 7-6 record, 3.64 earned run average. They're going to... The Orioles are going to a starter now in this game, as Tyler Wells started 20 games out of 25 that he's pitched in this year. So now the Orioles are the ones to have another break, as apparently the outfield fences is open. This might be for the guy who ran on the field. I keep forgetting how much of a delay I'm in here. And that's one of the reasons why I need to avoid social media on here. I keep forgetting how much of a delay I am watching this on a stream. Appreciate all the ways that you guys stick around me here. So here comes Josh Young, who steps into from the right-hand side, swings to the first pitch again. So Young, one of 3 Rangers to hit a home run in the postseason as a rookie. One of the other 2 is his current teammate, Evan Carter, who did it back in the wild card series against the Rays. A 1 pitch here is swung on and hit into right field. There's a sun to deal with, but it looks like the fielder is going to haul it in for out number 2. The only other rookie to hit a home run in the postseason for the Rangers would be Mitch Moreland back in 2010. But meanwhile, the Rangers now have nobody on, 2 outs. And yeah, this will be Taveras stepping up to the plate. Lefty-righty matchup. Takes the first pitch on that out high inside corner for strike 1. Last chance, at least for this inning, to try to get something going on and tack on any additional runs. They've begun underway in Houston between the Twins and the Astros, as Rowdy cutting on that one and is now behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes.0-2 delivery coming here. And he got him swinging. A high fastball again, could not lay off it. And we will go to the bottom of the 8th. Rangers still leading 3-2 in Game 1 of the American League Division Series. So again, 6 outs to go here for the Rangers. Try and take Game 1 of this American League Championship Series. Wait, oh god, not him. Freaking frackin'. So, for the 8th inning, the Rangers are going to try and rely on Aroldis effing Chapman. Pardon me if I'm not enthused about having to watch this guy again. He misses upstairs for ball 1 to Austin Hayes, who's 0 for 3 in this game. Chapman even pitch in the Rays series? I don't even remember. Misses upstairs, ball 2. Because the last time Chapman appeared in a 1-run game, everything worked so well! Behind 2-0, and now it's 3-0 as that one is so far on the dirt and gets away from Heim. And he misses upstairs, ball 4. So sure enough, Chapman has now allowed 4 straight base runners when pitching in a 1-run game. I am gonna be so glad when he's not wearing a Rangers uniform anymore. Even if he was pitching lights out, I would want that for reasons I won't discuss. You probably should know about it. 5 straight pitches out of the strike zone. But hey, he's throwing them at 103 miles an hour. Walked on 4 pitches. And now he's behind 1-0 to Rushman. Miss. No, that one actually caught the corner. He got the call there for strike 1. Chapman, I hate your guts. But I need you to do your goddamn job here. 1-1 delivery. Low again, and that might cause the runner to take second base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. And again, he has to face 3 batters. That's one rule change I'm not in agreement with. Clearly, this guy cannot pitch under pressure. He's an effing bum. 2-1 delivery coming here. Misses again. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. 8 pitches, only 1 of them in the strike zone. The Orioles haven't even taken a swing against him yet, and they don't freaking have to. There's ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And they are in goddamn trouble here. Boshi, I want to believe in you, but this frustrates me far more than Robbie Grossman batting 3rd. You cannot rely on this guy. And yeah, there's a lot of other people that I would give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'll admit that this is because of his personal issues, but yeah. Gets a strike there. Hopefully this is the last person he's going to face. This just guy cannot... You can't trust this guy to do dick. Here's a chopper to third base. They get the one. The relay to first. They got him! So he gets the double play there. But it does move the tying run to third base. You have to wonder what they're going to do here. Just an unbelievable play there by Young to save it. Clearly got the runner in time at first base. But look, yank the guy now. No, they're going to stay with him. He does get Mountcastle to swing and miss. So snowballs, one strike. Come on, you bum, do your damn job. Misses low, ball one. Ryan Mountcastle with an RBI double in the fourth inning. One here, misses low again. Just there are certain people that I wish never played for the Rangers ever. And probably he's one of the three. There's, I don't even remember their names now. John Rocker, Milton Bradley, and this pile of trash. All for personal reasons, yes. 2-1 pitch here, swung on and chopped foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He has the potential to get out of this inning unscathed. If they go to Leclerc in the 9th, I'm fine with that. I actually have a lot more hope for Leclerc than with this guy. Got him swinging! Chapman got out of it. And again, hopefully... I hope they never see him again. Trying to calm myself down now, guys. Just... Maybe if you don't know why I hate Aroldis Chapman so much, maybe one day I'll explain, I'll say it. But fuck him. My apologies for the language, but fuck him. let's get back to the game here. 9th inning. Last chance for the Rangers to attack on some extra runs. Marcus Semien, who's 0 for 4, leads off the top of the 9th inning. Chops that one foul on a check swing. Clerker's warming in the bullpen. Likely will come in for the 9th for the Rangers. Semien swings and misses. One-two pitch coming here. Misses. Takes it. 2 balls, 2 strikes as it's just outside. Astros have taken a 1-0 lead in their first contest here. As Semien strikes out. Threw it right by him. Could not catch up to that one. And it looks like that's going to be the end for this Orioles pitcher. Perez is going to be coming on for Baltimore, it looks like. Hoping we get back into this game here. Rangers trying to add any extra runs. So we're back. Top of the 9th inning. Game 1 of the American League Division Series. Rangers clinging to a 3-2 lead. Hoping to add more on here. We have 1 out, and Cionel Perez is now stepping up here. A 3.54 ERA and a 4.2 record on the season. As Corey Seager will now step to the plate. He's been on base twice in this game with a single and a walk. 96 RBI on the regular season. Neither he or Semien have been absolutely outstanding so far in the postseason. They've been driven by just about everyone else in the lineup so far. First pitch coming here is in there on the outside corner for strike 1. And just trying to give some extra runs for Jose Leclerc, who should be coming in for the bottom of the 9th inning. Misses low. Ball 1. Seager to be followed by Grossman. Swung on and missed on that slider. That was nasty. He made him look terrible on that one. One ball and 2 strikes now. Missed low. Evens the count up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Whoa. Went with the curveball again, and that time Seager had the patience to lay off. That puts it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes here with 1 out in the 9th inning. Misses low, ball 4. Corey Seager draws the 1-out walk. It is now 1 on and 1 out in the top of the 9th inning as Rowdy Grossman, who is 1 for 4 in this game, will step up to the plate. He had a double back in the 4th inning. He chops this one to the 3rd baseman, but it is in foul territory. And this is actually the second time that the Orioles have gone to a left-hander to try and get Seager out, and it doesn't work as they ended up walking him. No 1-1 count here to Grossman. Takes one that's in the inside corner for strike 1. Strike 2. I don't know what I'm doing here. There's a reason I'm just, I run a half-baked online internet stream, and I'm not in the booth like Eric Nadell. It's no balls and 2 strikes now to Rowdy Grossman. Said Bruce Bochy, one of 10 managers to win 3 World Series in his career. 0-2 pitch delivery here. Oh, it was just on the outside corner for strike 3. And it looks like Grossman knew it. That is the 2nd out. But it is going to bring Evan Carter to the plate, I believe. Does he have at least one more unbelievable swing in him? At least game. No, my mistake. It's Adolis Garcia who's up. And he takes strike 1. Garcia did have a run with a double in the 4th inning. 1 for 4 in this contest. 2 outs. 1 runner on. Takes it on the inside corner for strike 1. That's kind of frustrating thing when you look at how much he's swung on and missed on fastballs, especially later in this season. And then he ends up taking one like that. No 2 pitch coming here, and this asks for time. Sorry. God, shooting pain in the foot arch right there. My apologies. I had to twist it away. The Rangers get at least 1 more run in this thing. 0-2 delivery here. Ooh, that one just missed. Moves the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Adolis Garcia. Swung on and missed there. Rangers cannot get a 1-out walk to score. And now this is going to be the most anxious I've been in a very long time. Jose Leclerc is going to try see if he can get 3 outs without conceding a run and give the Rangers this victory in Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. I'm going to be freaking out one way or another by the ending of this game. Jennifer Garner really fallen off that much that she's doing Capital One commercials now? Okay, so here we go. It's up to Jose Leclerc to get the 3 final outs in this game as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning in Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. And Leclerc has not been that bad. In 57 games, 57 innings pitched, he has a .268 earned run average. He does have an 0-2 record, but he got much maligned to start the year as the Rangers closer and had his struggles. But he has been most effective later on in this season. He got the job done, especially back in Game 2. Made it a little scary, but he shut it down when absolutely needed. It's going to be Gunnar Henderson leading off, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in this game. And he takes the first pitch that misses low for ball 1. Trying to win first game of the ALDS for the first time since 2015. Swings at this one, and it is a base hit into right field. And the leadoff batter is on for the Orioles. And that is not what you wanted. Low inside pitch, and he just went after it and got good wood on it. That did not look like a terrible pitch, but he was just able to go after it. So the leadoff batter is on, and Hicks is up at the plate. Another lefty-righty matchup here, and that pitch misses way low for ball 1. Jose Leclerc is not Aroldis Chapman. I want this guy to succeed. Really seems like a nice guy. I don't want that bum. Come on, Leclerc. You got this. Please. Delivery here. Low. Snap throw to first. They don't get him at first base. 2 balls. No strikes. This is playoff baseball. No doubt about it. Aaron Hicks has walked twice. He's 0 for 1. 2-0 pitch here. Swings. Fouls it back. 2 balls. 1 strike. If I keel over in this game, I apologize to all of you. Two-one delivery coming here. The runner is going. The pitch is inside. The throw is in there. They got him! They got him! Caught stealing at second base! One out down. That totally makes up for the fact that the count on the hitter is now 3-1. But they do get the base runner out at second. Got him on the hip as he overslid too far to his right and got tagged on the butt just before he could hit the bag with his hand. Next pitch is fouled back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Huge out there to Jonah Heim, able to throw out Henderson on the base paths. Payoff pitch coming here. Swung on and missed. They got him. 2 down. Got him to chase on the outside corner. And there are 2 outs. 1 away. 1 to go, I mean. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm an idiot. I'm losing my mind. All I know is we have 1 out to go before taking this first game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch to Frazier is outside for ball 1. Frazier is 0-2 in this contest. 1 out away. Chop to the dropper, to first, to third. Jung has it, fires to first. Kill Pat Green. The Rangers take game 1 in this American League Division Series. They win it 3-2. It is their first win to lead off an American League Division Series since 2015. They move now to, I believe, 8-9-2 on the road in the Division Series. They steal home field advantage from the Orioles as we will move to game 2 tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. I don't know who got the win because they pulled everyone so much, but Leclerc shuts everything down. He got a great assist from Jonah Heim to throw out the 1 base runner he allowed. And the Rangers get exactly the type of win that they needed. A low-scoring, 1-run contest that you absolutely have to get in the Major League postseason. Good freaking night. It is so great to be able to see them in these type of games in October once again. We'll be back tomorrow, everybody. Game 2 of this ALDS. 3 p.m. Central Time. Orioles against the Rangers. Jordan Montgomery should be on the mound for Texas in that contest. Until then, stay ready.